Hello. How can I help you? Hello? Hello, everyone. So, I've been informed that Phantom has decided to share my secret. Hi, Ella. And so, Phantom shared my secret, and apparently, I've caused some ill will because I didn't tell Chaos what I am, which makes absolutely no sense to me. After all, I'm only I hid the truth in order to keep everyone from having to rethink from having to think about what the world actually is. You know, humans are just so happy to think that they're the only, you know, science is the only reasoning and there aren't gods, and yet we do exist. And, well, it seems I need to go apologize. It's just so... I don't know. It's strange to me. Why would anyone want to know? And why would they be mad? It just... it makes no sense to me. Humans are so happy to just sit in their own little bubble and pretend like they... like they'll never see anything that goes against what they've thought of the world. It's just crazy to me that all of a sudden they care when they find out that the world isn't how they viewed it, and yet before then they never cared to look. I mean, really, how can you see the world and not think there's something out there? Thanks for following, Shift. Guaz? I don't know how you want me to say that. I don't know how to say that. Well... it's strange not to have seen them. Really, why am I even here? Hello, Chaos.
knock, Lake. Hello?
Hi, Chaos.
Hi. Um, can I talk to you about something really quick, please?
Of course, I have heard a little rumor that you needed to speak to me.
Yeah, okay, great, you heard that. I don't really want to do this here. Okay, so I have no clue how to start this conversation. I'm gonna be real. This is a lot for me, okay? Um,
Well, I'm not exactly sure what this is. I've only heard that you need to talk to me.
Phantom told me that you think you're a god.
I'm honestly not sure how to respond to that.
I don't either. That's this whole thing. How do you respond to that?
Did it ever occur to you that Phantom may be lying?
Listen, I don't care who's telling the truth. I really don't. We're gonna need to have a conversation, okay?
Okay.
Just,
But what are your questions?
it's not. I don't have questions. I really don't. It's more of. Listen, Lake. I'm allowed to support others in their beliefs. I'm encouraged to do that. That's why I build so many religious buildings, because I want people to feel safe in their beliefs, but I can't actually acknowledge anyone else's belief. So that's a problem.
Okay. I
Okay, so
I'm incredibly happy that you build all these buildings for everyone to be able to practice their beliefs. I don't know what's wrong.
what's wrong is that if I built a church for you as a friend, I can do that. That's okay. That's great. But if I built it for someone who claims to be a god, that's a problem on my end. Like that's a huge problem in my belief.
But Chaos, I didn't. That's not what happened.
Okay.
Phantom is lying to you. I've never claimed that. I've only ever claimed to hear the voices of my god, the god of death. I've never ever claimed to be a god.
Okay. That is your statement then.
That is my statement, and it's the
Okay,
truth.
that okay, thank you for that. Thank you for that. God, I am sorry. I was really stressed about that, and I'm sorry, that kind of was freaking me out.
It's okay. It's understandable. I just can you explain to me why it's so much of a problem?
It's
I just want to
um
understand.
I like I said, it's just that I'm not allowed to acknowledge more than one deity as my god. And in building something for a deity who specifically asked me to do so, that would break that rule. That would be acknowledging someone else.
Okay. So what is your deity? Is it chaos?
No, not at all. Chaos is not a deity.
Yes, we've talked about this. Chaos is
We've
simply a force.
yes. I just um, it's kind of complicated. I just kind of believe in one, like for everything. Like let's just sum it. There's just one who does everyone's job.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's kind of why I can't accept multiple, because there is only one in my belief system.
Well, I mean, I obviously don't necessarily agree since I believe in a god over death. You know,
And
I
that's
feel
fine.
that there must be
That's
others, but
totally fine.
I'm glad that you've spoken to me about this and that you trust me with this.
Thank you. I'm sorry. This was like really stressing me out, and I felt wrong not talking to you because it involved you. And I'm like, you got to get both sides of the story and all that, you know?
Well, I'm very glad you waited to speak with me to make an opinion. I mean, it, I absolutely would never betray you like that.
It I I don't really think it would be a betrayal. It's more like bad trust and bad faith in that kind of situation. Like if you were lying to me now, that would be a betrayal. That would no. But it's more of like we had a miscommunication in our conversation, and I was talking to someone who clearly didn't have the full story. So we're good now. We are good now. I have fallen.
I'm glad we're good. I mean, I think Phantom has decided that they don't like me very much. They see the practicality in what I have to say, but they don't necessarily like that I'm the one leading it. So I would take everything. Yeah. I would say take everything Phantom has to say with a grain of salt. If that's a saying in your time.
Oh yeah, definitely. Don't worry.
You know, it's just they seem to only care about themselves, and that makes them a very good liar.
I wouldn't say that's true. I really wouldn't, but I can see your point of view here. Um there I'm going to talk to Phantom later anyway, so maybe we can clear this up and it would be fine. It would be fine.
Well, I mean, like I said, they obviously lied to you in the beginning, so we'll see if they lie to you again.
Maybe Phantom didn't have the full story. Maybe that's what Phantom believed, but like I, you say Phantom's a good liar. I'm not entirely sure you're correct on that point. I'm gonna be Phantom. Love them to death. Not. I can kind of tell.
Then why couldn't you tell about this?
Well, mostly because I was stressed out. Okay, I was very much in my head and panicking because of everything. You know.
Well,
Building. It's very cute.
I do. I love your house.
Thank you. Okay.
You know, it's frustrating because you weren't the first person that Phantom has lied to about me. Although this is a new I don't know, a new lie, I guess.
But again, maybe I mean clearly you and Phantom have been talking, and like there might very well be situations going on right now that you guys are just miscommunicating. Like you saying one thing and Phantom picks up on another, and it could just be like them not liking things and just hearing the worst of it. It totally could just be that.
I mean, I truly hope that that is all that it is, but at the same time, I'm very aware that that might not be the case. You know, I don't think everyone who was transported through time with us actually has the greater good in mind.
Oh, of course not. The greater good is bullshit.
But I think you would agree that the greater good would be to get back home.
Ah, eh, I mean, yeah, I would want to get back home. I wouldn't call that the greater good, though.
Why not? I mean, it's obvious that something is wrong with our world currently. We can't die. That's. Something has gone wrong, and Death is mad about it. And that should worry people. If nothing else.
I'm gonna be real. Um, People back home didn't really like me. So like in their opinion, me being gone, that's the greater good. Okay?
I mean, yes, but there has to come a logic in the background that maybe they won't think about, but if we don't fix this, I'm sure something else is happening wherever home is. at this point. There has to be something wrong happening there as well. If there's something wrong here, I mean, it's only logical that something else has gone wrong there.
Yeah, I guess. And it does kind of make me worried what happened to everyone else.
I mean, you obviously care for them. You've been caring for their animals and their homes. So, doesn't it make sense to get back to them so that they can have those things back? And so that we can solve whatever has happened?
I suppose, yeah.
But not everybody agrees with that. So I feel like we need to take the things that other people say as not necessarily entirely true. And I think it's pertinent for you to understand that Phantom definitely seems to be someone who doesn't necessarily want to go back home. And who won't help us.
A table you're standing on.
Sorry.
I have different opinions about Phantom than you do. And we're going to work on that. We're going to have a conversation and we're going to talk and figure out what exactly everyone's motives are. And that's why we're having the meeting, because we need to have the conversation with everyone to discuss getting home and stuff.
I agree. That's why I've asked for the meeting. I think that we all need to have a conversation around what in the world is happening and who we're going to follow.
You don't have to follow anyone.
I mean, there's got to be someone at least a little bit at the reins to keep us all moving in the same track. I don't think it'll be good for any of us if we start trying to do different things.
That's why we're having the meeting, so we can get on track. There won't be... I mean, if there's anyone going to be leading the meeting, it's going to be me, because that's my building, and I'm going to set rules of people not destroying my building, but we're going to have a conversation as a group.
Of course. That's the point. I'm just saying we may need to...
a leader.
Well, I'm just saying we may need to, think about the possibility of we might have to elect a leader. If people don't want to get in line, then, well, that's their problem, but the rest of us need to make it out. And that might mean dragging them along with us.
See, I get your points. I'm not liking how you're saying them, though.
Okay. I wish I could be nicer about it, but the truth is I would like to go back home to my family. And if that means that I have to force other people, then I will. My family is incredibly important to me.
Okay. This is something we do need to wait for the meeting to discuss, though. The getting everyone back home, that is the end goal. But there is ways that we can do this that will get everyone to actually agree on things. We don't need a leader.
I would love to be optimistic and say that we won't need a leader, but the truth is I really don't think that everyone will listen.
At least try.
I will. I'm not saying I won't try, but I'm also, well, I follow death. I'm not exactly an optimistic person.
I follow chaos. Ideology or otherwise. It's the fact that I don't want someone in charge of my actions. Baseline, I don't want a leader.
I'm not saying that they have to be in charge of your actions. I'm simply stating that someone needs to at least know what everyone is doing. Have an eye on everything. Because if one person starts to you know, leave the path or go against us, we need to be aware of it. Wouldn't you agree? There's not very many of us. We need to stick together.
I'm gonna say yes, but in my heart know that I doubt you.
Why do you doubt me?
I said I'm fairly good at telling lies. Something about this conversation doesn't feel right to me, okay? I want to trust you, I do, but it's just there's something wrong here. And it's beyond the whole we can't die situation.
I wish I could make you think otherwise, Chaos, but I'm not you, and I'm not going to force you to think a certain way. That's not who I am. I'm simply trying to help us all get home.
Okay.
That is my only goal.
Right. Yes. I guess that is a goal I have as well.
What do you feel I've lied about?
I don't know. I wish I could tell you, but I don't. Something just doesn't feel right in this. I want to be your friend, I really do, but there's something about this that I can't shake.
Chaos, you're the only person that I see as a friend now. No one else. No one else talks to me unless they need something from me. You're the only one who would care to have this conversation with me. You're the only friend I've got. And I hope that you can continue to see me as at least, you know, more than an acquaintance, even if you don't see me as a friend. I'm sorry that this has changed for you, but I still see you as my friend.
I don't think anything has changed. I just think that this was a conversation we needed to have because if we didn't, something bad was going to happen. And we are still friends. End of the day, you have, as far as I'm aware, you've been honest with me. Even if I can't trust your words, in what we have said right now, that has been truth. And I accept that. It's just it's been a long day. It's been a really long day, okay? Um I'm not used to this right now, I guess.
That is understandable, and I am happy to let you, have time to think for yourself on it and go back through this conversation and know that I have been truthful. But I'm not going to try and force you to think that I have been. Not, that wouldn't hold true to death. That wouldn't hold true to what I value.
Thank you for coming around and talking to me.
Of course. And I will happily do it again, if you'll allow me.
You're always welcome here. I'm sorry. It's just I got a little freaked out and I really needed to talk to you about what I thought was going on.
That is understandable. Thank you for talking to me, Chaos. I don't
Have a
think
good day.
anyone else.
Take a golden carrot.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Stuck again.
Okay. I think I am far enough away. Phantom is going to pay for that one. I would like to not have to have that conversation again. It's not exactly in my values to lie to people, even if they are something lesser. It doesn't sit well with me. But at the same time, I can tell that Chaos would never trust me again. And they're the one human here that I want to trust me. So it's a difficult line to tread. And, well, I just want to have at least one human here who is willing to at least spend time with me. After all, it's been a very long time since anyone chose to be around me. All right, you guys. We're gonna raid. I think let's raid Phantom. All right. See ya, everyone. Goodbye.